guys, got an unexpected egg cutting today. I've got a Phantom Superstripe to a GHI Mojave Specter. They were due on the 8th, it's now the 5th, and I went in and just checked on them earlier, and there's 3 already out, so well and truly picked. So they're actually out of the egg. I checked them yesterday morning and they weren't, so they've obviously picked and popped out overnight. So I'm pretty sure some of these are going to be world's first. I believe, just looking through the box, that there's probably a Purple Passion Superstripe there. There's at least 2 other Superstripes, or could even be Super Specters, I guess. So there's some nice looking animals in there already, and I'll cut the remaining eggs that haven't picked, and then we can have a guess at what what they are. So not a lot of people know. I mean, I breed a lot of clown stuff, I breed a lot of pied stuff, I do a few weird like African projects and that, but I've got quite a bit of Superstripe on the go. I bred some really nice Superstripe stuff last year that I still haven't quite worked out what it is, but they're very pretty and they're growing on, and I'll probably reverse engineer. Once I breed them, I'll work out what's in them. I might show you those at the end of the video actually. Anyway, let's have a look, see what's in this box. Okay, so here they are. As you can see, Phantom Superstripe to GHI Specter Mojave, due on the 8th, but they've come out very early. Lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there was 8 eggs. I don't know. I must have already deducted that one. So there's 1 egg that didn't make it. Okay, so I'm going to have a quick look at these guys. I am breeding Superstripe stuff, but some of it is a bit of an enigma to me. Now that is a Purple Passion, obviously. So, but I'm not 100% certain whether that's a Superstripe or not. I would say not. I would say it's just a very nice Purple Passion with a dorsal stripe. I would think the striping would be more like on these guys. So I think that's just a really nice Purple Passion. Could be a GHI Purple Passion. It's got quite a dark head, but I don't think it is, and we'll find out more once it's shed. Just put those in a box for a minute. And these actually don't look like Superstripes at all. I actually think these are Super Specters. So, yeah. Actually, looking, these are different. So they've got very different heads. Bodily, they're quite similar, but the heads are quite different. So maybe one is a Superstripe and one's a Super Specter, but for the time being, I'm thinking, I've bred Super Specters before as well. I bred them last year, and that looks more like a Super Specter rather than a Superstripe. And that one's a lot lighter, and it's got less, or maybe even the other way around. So this one, I don't know. Do you know what? I'll get the Super Specter out and have a look at those once these guys have shed. So the other one could only be a Super Specter that I produced last year because it was from Specter to Specter. There was nothing else in the mix. Okay, so this one's picked on its own. Oops. Helps you keep the camera. So we'll cut this one first. Wow, it's a very nice looking GHI in there. I'm pretty sure that's not just GHI, obviously. Given the fact that the mum is a Superstripe, it has to be a yellow belly or a Specter. So this could be either a Specter GHI or a yellow belly GHI. Whatever it is, it's very nice, really dark, beautiful animal. I like that, that's good, that's cool. Okay, so these are the 3 that already came out early. Those 3 incidentally were at the back of the incubator, so they're probably nearer the heat source, probably why they've picked a bit early. It's in a different incubator to one I usually use. I had a bit of an overflow issue, so I had to use one of my colubrid incubators. Okay, so have a look at the next one. Ooh. Ah. Okay, so that is retained sperm. So last year I put a Coral Glow Specter pastel into this girl, and she produced some of these, some really nice babies, really nice Superstripes and Super Specters, etc. That is definitely a Coral Glow, so that's from last year's breeding. Okay, he hasn't been in there this year, so that is retained sperm. Now some people say, you know, they can't retain sperm after they've laid eggs from the previous year. Well, there's absolute 100% evidence there that they can. Also, I've got a window in it, so look at it, if we can see through the window and see what's in there. A little bit of fluid on it. Don't know, I can't really see enough to decide. Some nasty looking stuff moving about in there, so I hope this one's okay. Right. Yeah, looks alright, nice clear fluid. As you can see, I've learnt from pouring all the goo into the box, and I now do it into this box rather than this box. Mostly. Oh wow. See, this is this is quite interesting. I don't have a clue what that is, if I'm honest. There shouldn't be any pastel in this breeding, so maybe that's again I've retained sperm, so that looks to me like a pastel phantom. So again I think that's retained sperm. So okay, that's quite interesting. That's the second retained sperm clutch I've had this year, and the third dual-sided, which I've had a few before, but not this many. Probably because I'm backing up with more males than I usually do. I had quite a few girls didn't go last year, so I backed up some of the males and got a higher clutch rate this year. But I've also got some headaches identifying stuff, and that is 100% dual-sided. So that the one that bred last year was a pastel Coral Glow Specter, and that is a phantom pastel, I would say, and it will be Specter or Yellow Belly. So I forgot to say that about the Coral Glow as well. So the Coral Glow will be either a Spectre or a Yellow Belly. I've still got some of those left from last year that I'm growing on because they were so nice. And this is another GHI. Now that, again, that's different from the other one. So I'm going to go Yellow Belly on that. This one is quite different. It's a different colouring altogether. And I'd say that's probably a GHI Spectre, which is quite cool. Interesting thing is, I'm not seeing any Mojave anywhere, because Dad is supposed to be a Mojave GHI Spectre. Or maybe that's why that looks so different. Maybe that is a Mojo. Yep, I think I just talked myself into it. So there's the first sign of any Mojave. Obviously that can't, because it's a different sire, and that can't have because it's a different sire. And of course, Purple Passion must have Mojave in it. So I'm still very tired. I'm still sleeping downstairs with the puppies every night, and I'm talking even more shit than I usually do. So I think that's a GHI Mojave Spectre or Yellow Belly. I'm going to say just GHI Specter or yellow belly, Coral Glow Specter or yellow belly, Phantom Pastel, oh that could have pastel in it as well, Phantom Pastel definitely, with Specter or yellow belly. So quite an interesting clutch. So these guys will go back in the incubator. The other ones that are already out, I might as well box them up. So thanks for watching, and I shall do an update when these guys are shed. Probably change my mind on a few of them, but that's nothing unusual. See you soon. Okay guys, this is the clutch in question. I'll start off with this little fellow. This is a GHI Mojave. I can't see yellow belly in it. Doesn't look like a yellow belly. There's not a lot of flaming and that up the sides. I don't think it is. I'm gonna actually go for GHI Mojave Spectre on this one, same as Dad. So that's a replica of Dad. So a little look. So that's a girl. So that's a nice, really nice, powerful animal. Just pop her in there for a minute while we're talking. While I'm talking. Okay, so this one is different. This is I would say GHI yellow belly. It's got some checkering down the sides. It's got a very different colouring in the alien heads from what I'm used to seeing. I would say that is a GHI yellow belly. Absolutely beautiful little snake. Very different from the other one. You can tell there's no Mojave in this. Really, really nice animal. Let's have a little look and see what sex this one is. Just a little boy. Okay, these two are the interlopers. So these are retained sperm from last year, without a shadow of a doubt. There hasn't been any phantom, or any pastel introduced this year. Phantom there is because it's in the mum. So this is from last year's breeding, which was a Coral Glow Specter pastel to the Phantom Superstripe. As you can see, it's quite a bright looking pastel Phantom. I don't think that's yellow belly. He's very bright on the sides. I'm going to go again. I'm going to go with Spectre. So I'm going to go with a Phantom Pastel Spectre. Really nice animal. Let's have a little look. Interesting tail as well. The markings under there. That's a girl. And there's the other interloper. So this one. Wow, that's bright. That's really nice. It's very different from the two I produced last year. Again, I would say Coral Glow Pastel. Look at those orange flames up the side. So this, I'm almost certain, is a yellow belly. So this is a Coral Glow Pastel yellow belly. Really, really nice. Really nice animal. Look at the oranges on that. Vibrant, absolutely. It's got to be a yellow belly. So there was one that I was questioning last year whether it had yellow belly in it or not, and it was not as orange as this. So I'm going to say the one last year didn't have yellow belly in it, and it's actually a Spectre then. So let's have a little look, and that's a boy. So there we are. Coral Glow, probably pastel. Looking at the head, definitely yellow belly. Look at that. That oranges on there are amazing. Nice. Well, if you're going to have an interloper, you might as well have a really nice one. So, and then we get on to the more interesting stuff that I have no idea what they are really. I can't. So this, obviously, is a Purple Passion. So, Mum's a Phantom, Dad's a GHI Mojave. So, you know, there was always a chance of hitting Purple Passions. Can't make up my mind if that's a Superstripe. The striping's very different, but there is a lot of dorsal striping. I've hatched quite a lot of Purple Passions in the past. Not really seen many with this sort of striping on it. if it's not a Superstripe, and I'm not convinced, if it isn't a Superstripe, then it doesn't look yellow belly, so I would go with Purple Passion Specter. Still a nice powerful animal. Have a little look. And that is the girl. So that might be a nice interesting one to add to the Superstripe project. Really nice, really bright animal. Really happy with this clutch. Now these are the two that are giving me a headache. So because obviously there's Specter on both sides, these could either be now these are the two that have given me the headache, because there's Specter on both sides. I think one of these is a Super Specter and one of these is a Superstripe. I'm thinking this really bright, vibrant, more vibrant one, it's a lot brighter in colour, it's probably a Superstripe. She could be the other way around. Do you know what? I don't know. I'm going to have to get some advice on these. So one is, I think one's a Super Specter and the other one's a Superstripe. Okay, so while I got the camera out, I thought I'd give you a quick look at these animals that produce that lovely clutch. So this is a Phantom Superstripe. When we bought her, we didn't realise she had Phantom in her until we bred her last year. I mean, she does look slightly different from a normal Superstripe. If she ever keeps going long enough to put her head up. But she surprised us and produced animals with Phantom in. She's big old girl, big head. Nice. She's got her body weight back on since she laid her eggs. She's eating and feeding really well. I'll show you a couple of her babies from last year, and I said on the video that I haven't actually worked out what half of these are, that's probably true. So we did a Whirlwind to a Specter, so kind of supposed to do the same things, but I'm not really sure after hatching this. So this is a Whirlwind or Specter, or both, with Phantom and Pastel in it. I don't think it's a Superstripe. It could be. I'm not really sure. It's bright yellow when it hatched, and it's as you can see, it's losing a lot of its colour. It's faded out to this almost stonewashed effect. Really nice animal. A female. So I'm going to keep this one and see what comes out, because really I'm not 100% certain what she is. I've actually written on the box Whirlwind Specter stroke Pastel Phantom. So she can't have yellow belly in it, or it definitely would be a Superstripe. But looking at it, she does actually have a stripe right the way down her back. So she could be a really messed up Superstripe. Wherever she is, I don't care. I love her so she's staying put. And then there was a really weird one which looks like it's got spider in it. I've got it down as a Phantom Pastel Whirlwind. So this is either a Whirlwind or a Specter, so it hasn't got both doses of the Whirlwind and the Specter in it. So I think this is either a Specter or a Whirlwind Phantom Pastel. And the head stamp on it, you'd probably say it was spider, but there's no spider involved. It does look very spidery, almost a bit super inchy as well. Look at the markings on this girl. This girl as well was absolutely bright yellow when she hatched. Really bright. You can see she's definitely not a Superstripe. But she's got all this really weird like fade out gene all over her. She's the same as that one. They're almost like stonewashed. And I also kept a couple of boys from this clutch as well. We've got the I've got a Coral Glow Whirlwind and a Coral Glow Phantom Whirlwind. And when I say Whirlwind, I mean Whirlwind stroke Specter. So there you go, one of my holdbacks from last year. So one of these new ones that we've just produced, I dare say, will be going in there. The Purple Passion, I would imagine, but we'll see. Super Phantom Superstripes would be really nice, I'm sure. So there we are. I'll just pop her back. So there we have it. Some interesting Superstripe stuff. Not a lot done with that. I can't make up my mind where I'm going to go with Superstripe next, but I quite fancy putting it into clown. I've heard of a few people who have done it. I just recently saw a Specter spot nose which I really liked, so some of those could go towards making one of those. Who knows? Let's see which ones I keep and get them up to adult first. Obviously that's a few years down the line. So there you have it, another clutch that's caused me some headaches. Not entirely sure what they all are, but again, absolutely awesome clutch. Some really nice stuff in there. Another dual sire clutch, but again from retained sperm, not from being mated again this year. So there you are. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, hit like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. Stay safe.